Hello everyone, so we are back with video 3. So if you remember our first video on courage, we talked about what is courage, we talked about fear. Our second video, we talked about acts of courage, of what courage can actually look like. And now we're going to look at some Canadian youth who have shown courage, helping and trying to change our world. So this is, there we go. Okay, the 5 youth that we're going to look at today. So because it doesn't work so well for me to show a video with this format, in the notes, there's going to be for each of these 5, one, I'm going to put their names, and then 2, some of them will have videos on YouTube and other such things to learn more about them. So I encourage you for 1 or 2 of them to really go deep, maybe all of them, okay? But learn about who they are, learn about what they stand for, learn more and watch more of the videos of them sharing and expressing their beliefs and what they think is important for everyone to hear. And think about, does that take courage? Would you stand up or do the same thing? So the first we're going to learn about is Autumn Pelletier. So Autumn Pelletier, if some of you here in Montreal, we had the Climate March for Change last October, November. So a year ago, I know a lot has happened since then. But Autumn and Greta Thunberg were those that led this march, and they were there and they spoke as well. So hopefully you were able, if you weren't, you're able to hear their words as well. But so a quote from Autumn: having access to clean drinking water is a basic human right. Every person, no matter their race, their economic status, or what part of the country they live in, we all need clean water. Everything needs clean water to survive in this planet. So she's a water activist, and at 13 years old, she actually spoke in front of the United Nations. So imagine being 13. Some of you might be that age or older, and imagine talking to world leaders, talking about something that's important, and basically holding them accountable, saying they haven't been doing their job properly. They need to protect our water. So again, in the notes of here, there'll be a video that you can link to watch more. You can actually watch Autumn at that United Nations conference when she was 13, a little bit younger than this picture. So next is Faye Johnstone. Students need to learn about LGBTQ identities, and they're never too young to do so. All kids, students, deserve to see themselves and their loved ones reflected in their schools, and all deserve to be accepted and loved for who they are. So again, in the notes, you can learn more about Faye and their work to make change in the workplaces and schools of our country and across the world. Travis Price. Our goal here is to make a day where kids can go to school and not be bullied. So a lot of you might know about Pink Shirt Day. And so this is one of the 2 co-founders of that. And the story is that when he was in grade 12, outside of Quebec, most places have high school grade 9 through 12. So when he was a 12th grade student, a senior, there was a 9th grade student who came to school the first day wearing a pink polo shirt. And he was teased and bullied and called gay. And this story made it to him and his friends. And so they found out that the student wasn't wanting to come to school the next day because of all that. So it was his first day of school just because he wore a pink shirt, and people teased him and they made it uncomfortable for him. So Travis and his friends, they started on this MSN Messenger, was kind of like the, I don't know, Snapchat's old too. Whatever it is, Discord, whatever it is you are using today, it was the way to contact people more in those days. And so they put a call out, and everyone of the 1,000 people at the school, the next day, over 700 showed up wearing pink in solidarity with this grade 9 student. So one, it took courage for Travis and his friends to do that. He himself says in the video I link of they weren't popular, but just also think about so Travis and his friends, his peers, their courage. Also think about how it made that grade 9 student feel, right? Courage and kindness are so often linked. So Rana Nazra, young people want greater ownership and personal control over the decisions that affect their lives and futures. So she has cerebral palsy, and she's worked for rights and activism for people with disabilities and different abilities, for them to still get the respect um, and the same things that they deserve in life. So learn more about her in the notes. And our fifth one is Tina O. For young folks who want to get involved, you just have to do it. There's so many things going against us in terms of systems, structures, and bad ideologies. Nothing will get done if we don't do it. Do it with friends. That makes it easier. So learn more about Tina and the role of divesting. So making sure that the money that we are investing in things is going to the right things, right? Big organizations, they sometimes have this money and it just kind of gets like invested in different organizations, and sometimes they don't even know, and it's just if it's earning them money, they're okay with it. So Tina and some of the other college students she worked with, they didn't think it was right for their university to be investing and giving money to some of these organizations. So they did a whole campaign of trying to get their university to invest in things that have positive impact on our world instead of negative. So those are our 5 young Canadians who showed courage. So again, I encourage you in the notes, learn more about each of them. Do your own research, find about their stories, find other young Canadians and young people across the world. Hopefully they give you, I don't know, a bit of solidarity, a bit of hope, knowing that you too have that power, right? You have that power to stand up and to share with adults what you think is right, what you think needs to change in our world.